Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the double fertilization in flowering plant. In our previous classes we have already discussed about the structure of male and female reproductive parts in flowering plants. And if you missed those videos, just go to the description box. The links are given there. Just go and check those videos prior to this one. Today we will discuss about the double fertilization, and we will start our discussion from the landing of pollen grains on the top of the stigma. Here is a diagram of a typical carpel, and we all know that the top portion of the carpel is known as stigma. So this is the stigma. What will happen? At first, pollen grains come and land on these stigma. Thereafter, it will start to absorb water and nutrients from the stigma. After absorbing those substances from the stigma, it will germinate and start to produce pollen tube. This pollen tube will start to secrete some kind of enzymes, some pectinase and other hydrolyzing enzyme. Those help this pollen tube to pass through the stigma and different layers through the style, and finally it reaches into the ovary. Generally, pollen tube enters the ovary or reaches to the ovule by the process known as porogamy, where they enters into the ovule by the micropylar pores. But in some other plants, the processes known as mesogamy, chalazogamy are also found. But today we will discuss with the porogamy only, where the pollen tube enters into the ovary or inside the ovule through the micropylar end. Let's shift to this diagram. Here it is a typical anatropous ovule is depicted in the board, and imagine here the pollen tube is coming and finally reaching into the ovule. After entering in the ovule, inside the ovule through the micropylar pore, they move towards the embryo sac and penetrate into the embryo sac. So what will happen next? The pollen tube will penetrate into the embryo sac. We all know that pollen tube carry two male gametes and one degenerative vegetative cell at the top tip portion of the pollen tube. Whenever this pollen tube will enter inside the embryo sac, this degenerative vegetative cell will comes out from the pollen tube for the first time. What will happen then? This degenerative vegetative cell will encounter both of these synergids. There are two synergids lie side by side of the egg cell. Remember, egg cell always remain at the middle, at the center of these entire egg apparatus. Okay. So at first, the degenerative vegetative cell encounters the synergids and make them destroy. So all these structures, degenerative vegetative cell itself along with the two synergids get entirely destroyed. So what remain inside the embryo sac now? After their complete disintegration, the embryo sac will now contain only the egg cell at the middle. So this is the egg cell. Now what will happen? Let's try to write the events here. After the disintegration of synergids, first male gamete will comes out from the pollen tube and encounter this egg cell. So what will happen? The first male gamete which is haploid in nature will encounter this egg cell. This is the egg cell, which is also haploid in nature. Their fusion will be termed as syngamy. This fusion is known as syngamy, and by their fusion they will produce a diploid zygote. So here the zygote will form. It will be diploid in nature by the fusion of first male gamete with that of egg cell. Now we will try to find out the fate of second male gamete. We all know that there are two male gametes inside the pollen tube. So what will happen with the second male gamete? The second male gamete will then liberate after the liberation of first male gamete. Now let's try to track its fate. Second male gamete. This is also haploid in nature. Now this second male gamete will encounter the polar nucleus then. Polar nucleus. It will get united with the polar nucleus or secondary nucleus, which is diploid in nature. This is diploid in nature. So what will happen by their union? The union of second male gamete with that of polar nucleus, they will form a triploid endosperm. Okay, this is triploid in nature, and their union technique is known as triple fusion. So both this process takes place simultaneously. Processes like syngamy and triple fusion takes place simultaneously inside the embryo sac when any single pollen tube carrying two male gametes enter inside the embryo sac. As these two type of fertilization takes place simultaneously inside the embryo sac and help to form both the zygote, diploid zygote along with the triploid endosperm at the same time. That's why the fertilization mechanism in angiosperm or in any flowering plant is referred as double fertilization. The first fertilization technique is known as syngamy and the second one is known as triple fusion, and both of them takes place simultaneously inside the embryo sac. Okay, I hope you got clear idea on the entire topic. Still, if you have any kind of queries, you can ask me in the comment box. I will definitely give the answer from those questions.